We are finally back. It is 2020. It's nice to see you guys. Let's try that again. Oh. And we are back. It is 2020. It's nice to see you guys. Kind of. I'll see you when I see you. But, you know. So my name is Emaul Spencer. I am a photographer / cinematographer from Toronto, Ontario. I've been doing photography for the last maybe 13, 14 years, and that slowly transitioned into doing video, which has happened over the last maybe 4 years. Over the last 4 years, we've also built a wedding company that is called For the Dream Weddings. And in 2020, we are actually starting something new. So we're creating something else, which is called The Wedding Group. The Wedding Group. So to add to the wedding group, we actually wanted to do something different. It is currently our off season, and we usually get a lot of questions outside of wedding season and actually during wedding season. So I decided to do something different. Let's give people what they want. Let's talk to them. Let's talk to you guys. Let's give people what they want. Let's talk to them. Let's talk to you guys. Yeah. So I'm here to give you guys some wedding tips, and we're gonna call this Wedding Tip Wednesdays. I'm specifically focusing on media. So anything to do with photography, anything to do with video, that's my job. That's exactly what I'm gonna be talking to you guys about. So Wedding Tip Wednesdays, stay tuned, guys. You guys know I suck at this game, right? Okay, so for Wedding Tip Wednesday, we're gonna start off with the first tip of the new year. I thought about going in order, but I really don't think I wanna go in order. I wanna give people the chance to ask some questions. Maybe there's something that they want to talk about. So I encourage everyone to ask me a question, and then maybe I can answer it and give tips on what to do when it comes to shooting weddings. I also want to let you guys know that this information is for the bride, the groom, wedding planners, and also people that are shooters. There's people that are getting into the wedding game. There's probably established wedding photographers and videographers, and there's probably going to be people that, not probably, there is going to be people that are beginners or intermediates. As I said before, I've been shooting for over 13, 14 years. And I want to say that I really focused on shooting weddings over the last 10 years. I went through doing all types of photography, but then I kind of just focused on weddings, and that took some time to build. So these tips are coming from the mistakes that we made and just learning from that. So that's where we are with that. When it comes to the wedding rehearsal, right? The wedding rehearsal is a very important time to attend. As a photographer or videographer, it is our job to attend the wedding rehearsal. A lot of people don't, but here's why we do this. One reason why we choose to attend the... I got it. One reason why we choose to attend the wedding rehearsal is because it gives us the opportunity to get to know everybody. Here's the chance where we have the opportunity to meet the rest of the bridesmaids as well as the groomsmen. And, you know, the mother and father of both sides, as well as the little flower girls and, you know, ring boys and all that stuff. But it just gives us a chance to get to know everybody. Usually a wedding rehearsal will happen maybe a day or two before the wedding. So on the wedding day, we're not taking, 5-6 hours to really warm up to everybody, the wedding party. We're actually warmed up already because, we break the ice at the wedding rehearsal. We talk to them, we give them a few instructions, and then on the wedding day, it's just everything clicks. So that's the reason why we show up at the wedding rehearsal. Another reason why, another tip. As a photographer and videographer, you want to show up to the wedding rehearsal to ensure that, I don't know why I did that, but to ensure that they're walking down the aisle properly. There's a lot of weird, I'm just gonna leave it at weird. There's a lot of weird things that happens in terms of walking down the aisle. So we want to correct that, as well as at the front of the ceremony, the formation and how they're standing. We want to ensure that nobody's blocking the cameras. And we want to do our homework as well. We want to do our homework and figure out where we need to position the cameras so we can get the best shot of the bride and groom, of the crowd, and of the bridesmaids and pastor and bride and groom. I think I said bride and groom already, but yeah, the bride and groom. So I think those are the two main reasons why we want to show up at the wedding rehearsal. So let's recap. It's to break the ice with everybody else that's going to be in the wedding other than the bride and groom. And it's to help with the formation and the setup of our cameras. And lighting, it's nice for us to know exactly what's going to be going on, exactly what, ceremony we're dealing with. We want to know the lighting situation. Cameras are amazing, most of the times. I think this is really more for photographers. Sometimes there's high ceilings and sometimes, there's not high ceilings. Sometimes you can use flash, sometimes you can't use flash depending on the wedding location. I've shot a few weddings where we weren't able to use flash. And I mean, that's fine, but you've got to be able to know what you're gonna be doing, and you got to prepare your mind in terms of, what you're gonna be shooting with, what kind of lenses, ISO. You gotta make sure your camera is good enough. It's gonna be a lot of grain, but you gotta be able to work around that. You gotta be able to adjust as a photographer, and that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for watching this first video of Wedding Tip Wednesdays. I'm honored and I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys have any questions, please send me a message in the link below, or you guys can follow me on Instagram and send me some messages there. My Instagram is at oscphotography, osc.photography. I had to put the dot in. I didn't want to, but I had to. That's fine. The wedding group!